Hello friends, welcome to another video from Basic Btech. How to solve complex circuits easily. Number 2. So this is the circuit. Find the current through the 3 ohm resistor. In this circuit you can see that you have got two sources, one a current source and the other is a voltage source. So two sources are there and 5 resistors are there. Let us find out the current through this 3 ohm resistor. One thing you may get confused is about the direction of the current, whether the current goes from up to down or down to up. Never bother that. Let us take any direction and according to that direction we will arrive at one answer. Okay, so this particular question can be done in two methods, either by mesh analysis or by superposition theorem. Okay, so let's do this by mesh analysis. Let's see. First of all, I have said you in a previous video about source transformation. It says that if you got a current source and a resistor connected in parallel, that is I ampere current source and R resistor connected in parallel, you can convert this same circuit including a voltage source, that is I into R becomes a voltage value, right? And since the direction is upwards, we must put a positive polarity here and a negative polarity downside, and the voltage value is I into R, and this time you have to connect the resistor, the same resistor, in series because we have used a voltage source here. Okay, so now you can see that the current source and a resistor combination is transformed to a voltage source with the resistor combination. Okay, this is done in the reverse manner also. I mean, the voltage source with a combination of resistor can be converted to a current source in parallel to resistor also. Okay, so this is source transformation. We can apply the same over here because you can find a current source, 5 ampere current source and 5 plus 10, 15 ohm resistor coming in your circuitry. So let's redraw the circuit. That is, I am going to transform this current source into a voltage source, that is 5 into 15. 5 into 15 is equal to 75 volt, and since the arrow is upwards, let's put a positive polarity upside. So this is coming about 75 volt, and you have to place a resistor. What's the value of resistor? 15 ohm. Okay, in series. Now I'm just going to paste this 2, 3, 4, etc. 2, 3, 4 ohm. Okay, so your circuit has been reduced to this type. And now next let's make use of this mesh analysis. See, by doing this you can see that we have converted the 3 loops. I mean the 3 3 meshes have been reduced to 2 loops. Okay, so the circuit has become much more simpler, so that we need to write only 2 loop equations. Okay, so let's write the loop 1 is having I1 current and loop 2 is having I2 current, and our task is to find the current through this 3 ohm resistor. Okay, so this is 2 ohms. So let us find the current through the 3 ohm resistor. According to our notations, you can see that I1 is the current that passes through 3 ohm, isn't it? So I1 is the current that is passing through this 3 ohm. So our task is to get the value of I1. Okay, so let's write the Kvl equation for loop 1. Okay, so when I hit a negative terminal, I should place a negative value. So negative 75, and when I come across a resistor, I should place a positive. So positive 15 I1 plus next resistor means it is plus 2 I1, and next is plus 3 I1, and next time for 4 ohm resistor it come across two currents. isn't it? One current in the left side of the 4 ohm resistor and the other current I2 in the right side of it. So since we are concentrating on loop number 1, we should write it as I1 minus I2, okay, because we are concentrating on the loop number 1, which is equal to 0, isn't it? So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 components. So we must have 5 terms here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 terms are coming here, right? So let's reduce this. So this becomes your equation number 1. Now let's write KVL for loop number 2. For KVL loop 2, we can see that there are only 2 components, one 4 ohm resistor and another 20 volt. So since I reach a resistor, I should write 4 into I2 minus I1 because we are concentrating on the second loop. So it is I2 minus I1. Instead of coming this value, we should write it as 4 into I2 minus I1, okay, and plus 20 because I hit a positive polarity of the voltage source, okay. So here I get 4I2 minus 4I1 plus 20 equal to 0. So this becomes your equation number 2. Now let's solve this equation number 1 and 2. Okay, you can see that there is a negative 4I2 coming here and a positive 4I2 coming in this part. So why not we add both equation number 2 and 1. So let's add 4I2 minus 4I2, it is 0, and negative 4I1 plus 24I1, it is 20I1. 20 minus 75 is negative 55 equal to 0. So you get I1 is equal to 55 by 20 and the value is about 2.75 ampere. So this is the current that passes through your 3 ohm resistor, okay. Now, what is the direction of this current? Since we have said that I1 is the current that passing through 3 ohm and I1 is flowing from up to lower side. So, the current direction is from upside to lower side. So, this is how you get the answer using mesh analysis. And as I said, the same question can be done in superposition theorem too. So I think I will do that in the next video coming up. So if you like this session, please do like, share and subscribe the channel. Till we meet in the next class, this is Minu signing off. Thank you and take care.